thought I would just get going as I realized that the shared document is not the correct document. And so I'm just busy creating a new document and I will share the new shared document. And so we want to make this the EdCamp virtual breakout document. And I'm going to, I see that there is one person there, so I am just tidying up the document because the document was incorrect. There was an error and it was the document to my previous session was linked an extra time. So we'll just tidy that up. And we'll have a new notes. So I will share that. Just getting the link. That's good. All right. So we'll open up the Q&A. So welcome everybody. I am going back to the start page for the Hangout, and I'm giving you the link. So there we go. That should give you the link to get into the notes document so that you can ask questions, etc. And I'm just checking to make sure that that came up properly. Yes, it did. Okay, so now that we have a notes document and now that we are started, I wanted to talk a little bit about Breakout EDU. So maybe you could either in the questions Q&A or in the document, it would be really, really great if you could sign in and let me know what your I'm not sure. I'd like to answer that question. I don't know why you can't connect. Maybe I will stop the broadcast and start again. So I'm just checking out why this might not be working. Because it seems to be working from my end. And it would be great to know if the other person watching can see something or hear something. Can anyone? Okay, so I have just left the document on the Hangouts start page. So if I come back here to the broadcast, if I share my screen, I will show you where. There was an error in the document. It was the wrong document. And back here on this page where you hit play to get into the Hangout, I left the link right here that will bring you to the correct document. If you are in this document, the document that you link to from this page, this schedule page, you can usually link to it from the Google Doc notes. And I'm just going to go to that document right now, and I'll leave a little note saying, come and join us over in the correct document. So anybody who is here, and there doesn't seem to be anybody in here, but anybody who comes here looking for, oh, whoops, I already had that open, I guess. So if you are in this document, in the resources, looking for breakout notes, try here. And we will link that up. Now you'll be able to click on this link and it will bring you to the correct notes. No, I did that wrong. So this is the correct notes already. I did it wrong. Here we go. In the resources, looking for the breakout notes, try here. And there's our link, and that will bring you over to the correct document so that you can follow along. So if you've made it this far, you should be able to add your name and your Twitter handle and let me know that you've made it. Because we are going to use this notes page to be able to join the breakout today. So I'm wondering who has some experience with breakouts. So what I'd like to know is, what do you know about breakouts so far? It would be great if in notes, once you've added yourself to the document, you could give us a little bit of background. I've never done a breakout before, or I've heard of it but never tried it, and that will let me know how much of an intro we're going to do before we try and do something a little different with the breakout. We're going to try and do a virtual breakout tonight. So you can put that in the Q&A if you prefer, or write in the document. I see Diane has added herself to the document. So Diane, go ahead, maybe in the notes, and let us know. Do you know about breakouts? Have you run breakouts before with your students? Oh, awesome. Breakouts would be awesome for a makerspace. So I will start back at the beginning. Breakouts are this fantastic way of gamifying learning in your class. And they come out of this idea that people go and pay money to do breakouts because it's fun. It's fun to solve hard puzzles. And so some guys, James Saunders and Mark Harmon, were attending these. They went to one of these breakout rooms and they said, why can't that hard fun, that learning happen in our classrooms? So they've created this whole Breakout EDU, and it involves different locks, and so you might have directional locks and word locks, and you can see I'm creating an extra kit now, and key locks, and the students get this situation that they are put into. And in that situation, they have to take the information that they're given, put information together, solve the clues to break out before time runs out. And it's really great because it's not, in general, a straightforward, here's a problem, I know how to solve it, I will solve it and get the answer to a particular lock. In a lot of cases, I have to take more than one information source, put them together, and solve something. So it's not just about knowing the answer or coming up with the answer quickly. It's so amazing to see the dynamics, the teamwork, and sorry, I just realized my microphone wasn't up very well. It's amazing to see how it develops resiliency and grit, because the students have to face the fact that the first time they try something, it often isn't right. And so they have to be able to let go of their original thinking and think in new ways. And they have to not get discouraged by that. And they have to understand that hard fun means it's going to take time and they won't get it all at first. And so what I want to try tonight is creating an experience that can happen virtually. And so we haven't met before. And I'm going to give you a virtual breakout. And the breakout exists entirely online. And part of the challenge of this breakout is going to be whether you can communicate with each other to solve the breakout. Now, I'll be very honest, the breakout is completely new and there could be technical glitches. So please don't hesitate to say, hey, you know, this, I don't think the link worked right, or I don't think this was what was supposed to happen. And I can let you know whether, yes, in fact, you're on the right track, or no, I might have to fix something on the back end. So it is new. You are the first testers of this game. So what I will do is I will leave you a link in the notes page. But before I do, I will just show you what it looks like. And so I'll screen share, and you will see that the Broken Heart Virtual Breakout EDU is in Google Slides. And it's going to be shared with you in view-only mode. And that's so that you can't change anything in it. Everything you need to do, you will be able to do in view-only mode. You do not need to put it into presentation mode. And you will be able to work your way through. So there is a little title saying it is EdCamp Global Classrooms, but it is the Broken Heart Breakout. So Valentine's Day is coming fast. Can you mend this broken heart before time runs out? Solve the clues to find a fix for the heart. If you repair the heart in time, it will be a happy Valentine's Day after all. And there are 4 more slides for you to explore. So I'm going to give you the link to this document, and I'm going to put it into here. So in the resources, we're going to write, come and help us break out. And I will give you the link. Before I do, just note you will have to work together. This isn't about breaking out alone. So do feel free to use the comments to comment and chat with each other about what you found or what you think. You may also choose to use the notes down in the speaker's notes, and you can, if you have access to the speaker's notes. I'm not sure if the speaker's notes you'll have access to with view only. I just thought of that. And if you would like to, you can also arrange in the comments. We can communicate on Twitter. So here is the link, and I will make it live. So this is the link to go into the Broken Heart Breakout. I will also There we go. We've got one person here already. So I will not be presenting, and I will monitor the questions in the Q&A. I will also monitor the comments in the slides and any questions you might pose in the notes sheet. I would suggest that we use EdCamp Global 16 Breakout as a hashtag. So if you are wanting to get onto Twitter, ECGC16 Breakout will be a good hashtag that you can use to communicate with each other about your findings. So I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes, and I want to see what you can do communicating with each other. 20 minutes to mend the broken heart. Begin. Okay, and I'm going to pop over to Twitter and invite some more people to come join us. Okay, so I'm checking. And I'm seeing that we still have 3 viewers in the Google Hangout, but we have a whole lot of people joining us in the slides, and I would encourage you again, use the comments. So definitely use the comments to collaborate. Use ECGC 16 Breakout to collaborate on Twitter. So I'll leave that as a comment here. So definitely you are welcome to do that. I'd love to see you checking around. You're going to have to look around to solve these puzzles. You'll have to touch things, look at things, check things out. And I don't see any questions coming up in the breakout notes, nor do I see any other notes. I really do encourage you to work together on this. It's not an easy thing to do. And I'm just going to mute my microphone for a moment. All right, so I am still looking and still trying to see any sign that anybody is working on the breakout. I don't see anybody working. I do see lots of people in the breakout. I haven't seen any questions on Twitter. I haven't seen any questions in the comments. So I'm not sure if there's anybody who needs anything, but do please let me know, either in the Q&A or in the Google Doc or on Twitter using the hashtag ECGC16Breakout. And I'm looking at the time, and so far 6 minutes have gone by. I see lots of people in this thing, but I don't see anybody has chosen any of the slides. No, we're down to just one person left in the slides. If anybody is still looking, we made a new notes page. We linked to it from the start page of the of this Hangout, and I can share the link again with you. It is linked in the old notes page. So if you come to the schedule and click on the Google Docs notes, you will see that there is a link, say, in the resources saying, are you looking for the breakout? Try here. And that will enable you to go and find the notes page for the breakout. And the notes page for the breakout has the link to the breakout in the resources. And so you are able to go to the breakout, and I'm encouraging people to work together using the comments within the document or using the Twitter hashtag ECGC16Breakout. And it's really a shame that there aren't more people. I guess it's kind of a quiet time of night. I was really hoping we would have quite a big group in here to attack the problems and get it solved. And I was also really hoping we would be able to have a little bit of either a Twitter chat, or I could invite some people into the Hangout and we could talk about what it is we learned. So sadly, it is 9 minutes into the breakout, and I don't think anybody is trying to solve it. I will stay online in case anybody else comes. And we will talk about what it is we could have learned. I will not in this video reveal how it would be solved, although if there is interest, I can talk about how a breakout like this can be created. Okay, so Diane, you got stuck on slide 5. Were you able to find anything on the other slides? And how far did you get? So let me know what it is you may have found on those other slides, and then I can maybe give you a clue. Okay, so Diane, you got slide 3 and 4 clues. So don't feel afraid to move on and try and do something on number 6. And also, don't be afraid to go looking elsewhere. There's nothing that says that because you are breaking out of this slide deck that you can't leave the slide deck and go to another tab and see what you could learn. So you are allowed to look things up and try stuff out. Okay, so there are 2 people in here solving. I see Diane solving, and Diane says she's found clues for slides 3 and 4. Somebody else has joined us, so that person may want to join the chat or perhaps ask about clues um, in the comments. Oh, a whole lot more people have joined all of a sudden. So welcome to those people. Welcome to those people solving. So I hope those people who are joining us, joining in the breakout. Okay, so Will, I noticed that you are just coming. What we are solving is a virtual Breakout EDU. So Breakout EDU is a gamified way of learning. And so there is a breakout. The breakout address is posted in the notes page. I will also show you it is posted on the launch page for the Hangout. And so if I share this, the launch page that you use to come to the Hangout, the link here will send you to this note page, which will send you from the note page to the breakout. And the breakout, the goal is to find a way of fixing this heart. And there are 4 additional slides, and you need to explore and solve the clues in order to make your way out of this slideshow. And so it's a breakout. You need to collaborate with others. And so my suggestions were that you could use the hashtag ECGC16Breakout. And so I had posted that in the notes page, ECGC16Breakout. And so you could collaborate on Twitter, and that you could also use these comments down the side in the slides. And so far, nobody has posted any comments or shared anything. I know that Diane is busy solving, and she has found clues on slides 3 and 4. I suggested to her that it was okay to leave the breakout open in a tab and go looking elsewhere. So that's where we are right now. The breakout has been open for 16 minutes. I originally set just 20 minutes to breakout, and so we are looking to see whether this gang of people here are going to be able to jump in and help us solve the breakout. Really essential component of the breakout is the communication side of things, and so it really is important that you share information. And one of the things that often happens with the in-person breakouts is that we encourage the kids to communicate, and and it's very, very difficult. And eventually, when the breakout is done and we have a really important debriefing conversation afterwards and say, well, what would you have done differently? Invariably, somewhere in the list, somebody is going to say, well, I would have talked more with the others, or I would have made sure everybody knew about stuff, or we would have communicated better. It's a really big part of breaking out. And so I would encourage you to get in there and see what you can do, work your way around, try some stuff. I will extend the time a little bit because new people came in late. And the idea of this is to give you a flavor of what a breakout would be like, but also just a feel for how could we collaborate better online. And so we could use a Twitter hashtag. We could use a Hangout, and everybody could be in the Hangout while they talked about it. We could use the comments. And really, when it comes right down to it, I would say that one of the most effective ways would be if I could have invited everybody to be in the Hangout. But being in this format and not knowing ahead of time how many people might be involved, I didn't want to rely on that because we can't have too many people in the Hangout and not able to talk. And so what I really wanted was to have something that we could have any number. And with the Twitter hashtag or with the comments in the slides, we could have any number of people helping us out. Okay, so we're working our way along. I'm not seeing any new questions. And I'm just checking all the places that people might. Oh, there we go. I see a question coming now in the notes. So somebody has gone to Twitter. And so we're looking now at Twitter to see what. Oh, and that would be the original time's up, so we can wait. Okay, so I see a note here. Somebody who doesn't know what to do. Um, all right. So, Michelle, I have answered you on Twitter, and the question was, what should we be doing? So the slideshow, I can tell you the link is in the resources. The slideshow link is below. And so the slideshow link is down here. This is the slideshow link at the bottom of the page in the notes. And so I can share that screen again. If you've made it to the notes, this is the link. And this link here, just click on it, click on this blue link, and it will take you to this slideshow. And this slideshow is what we're breaking out of. The story is that the heart is broken and we're solving for clues, and the instructions are to collaborate, perhaps using the comments, perhaps using Twitter, and to see what you can do about breaking out. Now, I'm curious, I don't know if Diane is still around, but Diane, could you share with us what it is that you did find? Diane did comment that she found clues on slides 3 and 4 and got stuck on slide 5. So Diane, if you are around, if you could type something in that chat is now live on the Hangout, or you could type something into the notes page, um, and let us know. Yes, it is view only. It's view only so that nothing can be changed while you are exploring. So you can touch and move and try and do as much as you like. And so we're looking for Diane to maybe share what she got to so far so that we could get some other people moving. Because that's normally the route that we would take. We would want to see communication between people. Okay, great. I'm glad, Michelle, that you're the one who got in. I'm really happy about that. So poke around, see what you can do. We'll give it another couple of minutes and see. But it is a collaborative game, so do feel free to get in there with the comments and let other people know what you've tried, what you found. Was there something that you were able to do? And I have editing rights, so I don't want to get in there and move anything on you while you're trying to do it. So I'll just stop the screen sharing as I continue to check and see whether there are any other notes. Okay, I think this might be Diane here who shared in the notes. She said, I clicked on the heart in slide 3, which led me to a question on a Google form. The answer gave me a clue letter. So to repeat that, she said that in slide 3, and we can maybe look at that together. She said in slide 3, she clicked on a heart that led to a question that gave a clue letter. So in slide 3, clicked on a heart. So there is only one heart, and it happens to be hyperlinked. And this leads to a question that says, prove that you are worthy of mending the broken heart. What is the answer? So you would have to look at the slide and think, a favorite for romance on Valentine's Day, do you remember this movie? If so, you'll know the answer when you see it. So what would that answer when you see it be? And then you would be able to come back here and see if you were able to continue. And so this is made using Google Forms. So the slideshow is the container, and the initial clues all happen in slides in Google Slides. And using hyperlinks that are hidden, like that one on the heart, the hyperlinks go out to Google Forms. The Google Forms use a feature that is hidden in the questions called validation. And using validation and a page break, you can make sure that people enter the correct code before they get to the next page. And so to give you an example of that, I'm going to just quickly jump into a new form, and I will share this screen with you. So for those who are interested in the how side more than the solving, in this form, okay. So in this form, it will work the same here. In this form, I can say what is the answer, and I can choose my type of question. In this case, I'm choosing text because multiple choice means that people can just guess each of the answers one after the other. And in the advanced settings, there is the data validation question. So I click data validation, and then I choose what I'm validating. And so if it's a number, I can say it is a number that is equal to. If it is not a number, it's a regular expression that matches. And the regular expression matches, and I can say what it matches. So if I want the answer to be heart, the answer is heart. And I can make it with a capital or not. It is case sensitive. I then want to include a custom error text so it doesn't tell the person what the answer should be. So you shall not pass if that is incorrect, and then I require the question. So now this question is required, and it must match the answer that I've set. What I do now is put in a page break, and I say clue page. Now what I have is page 1, and I can't get past page 1 unless I get the answer heart. If I get the answer heart, it will continue to the next page. On the next page, I can include an image, and I can search for a ABC. Whatever the clue is, it doesn't really matter. And I can pick ABC and put in my picture. And now I'm done. Now the way this looks, if I look at the live form, is what is the answer? And I say blue, continue, you shall not pass. Heart, continue, and I get to the clue page where I get a clue. And so this is how this kind of breakout is made. And Michelle, I would say you're not seeing responses in this Twitter feed because nobody seems to be posting anything. And so um, um, I am sorry. I did hope that people would get in and um, collaborate a little more, but I'm not seeing that kind of collaboration happening at this point. So slide 3 is from Titanic. So what I would recommend to you is, if so, you'll know the answer when you see it. So what kind of answer? So what if when is the capitalized word there? What kind of answer would that lead you to in clicking on that heart? How would you solve that? And so I won't tell you all the answers to this breakout. I will leave it open for the present, and if you wish to continue to try to break out, you are welcome to. You are also welcome to send me questions. Do contact me on Twitter, and if you want to know about how to make the breakout, or you're just dying of frustration in how to solve it, I am happy to answer those kinds of questions. So I will stay online for the next little bit just to be sure that there are no other questions coming up at the moment. Okay, so stuck on the combination, having trouble with the combinations. Okay, so if you're stuck on the combinations, more of a number clue at that point. What combinations are there on the page? So in the combinations, so Diane, it is a date. I need help with slide 5 if you can. Okay. So Michelle, I would try less of a date. You're on the right track. You're very, very close. So slide 5 is the one that I said, don't be afraid to go and do a little research outside the slides. Have you tried looking for that, Diane? Have you tried looking it up? So I love that Michelle and Diane are now talking in the chat, and so I will give you a huge clue. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two hearts. So if I share, okay. Okay, so in slide 5, if I start typing, and so I am on Google and I'm searching Love is, oh, now look what comes up. Love is composed. And so this is my huge hint to you. Take a really good look at what comes up when I search. If I keep typing, I end up with a bit of a conflict here. That conflict may lead you to be able to answer your question. So see if that helps you a little bit. So we are at the end of our time, and I will leave you now, but don't hesitate to contact me if you need some help. Michelle, you know you can reach me on Twitter. Thank you for trying, everyone.